All right, folks, the most important thing is sound. Okay, I got it in aperture priority. I'm going to start up, go to work. All right, here we go. Off to the races. I'm leaving on time. I can't believe it. Okay, I got it on a lens cap, okay? What I'm trying is different modes, okay, for the video shooting. So it does give a crop in aperture, but I got it at 1080, all right? And this is a surprise, it's a 24 millimeter EF lens with the EF adapter. So, and I also have it on number 3 of the focus, so I'm gonna move that down to right here. And I'm gonna move that over here. Okay, now it's leaning. What is going on? Okay. So I've been driving about 18 miles since I filled up last night. Had a half a tank, but it was $2.84. So one thing I failed to mention, when it's in high definition mode, 1080p, this is 60, okay? 1080p, 60 hertz. So let's see how this does. I just got it on a number 2 setting. But anyhow, it was supposed to rain last night. Of course, we live in a bubble, so it missed us. It's a hit and miss with San Antonio. Same thing like Phoenix, Arizona. They're in surrounded by mountains, and they usually just get windstorms, and it's very little rain. But when it does rain, it comes down very hard. So this is not on the rubber thing, you know, the little cradle for the lens, because the lens is small and it's too high. So I had to put the lens cap underneath it, you know, to raise it above the, you know, most of the dashboard and the, oh, look at this guy. Some people, they try to pass you and they don't do it very fast. So every day I come by here, traffic's not too bad. But you know, it stacks up as it gets toward 281. All right. So I'm on the northeastern side of Barrett County, and I think I'm about a mile from Cibolo Creek. But anyway, that's the border of Barrett County. And there's a 1604 loop. That's the farthest. And then there's another loop, 410. And then there's the Woodstock Parkway, which is in between both of them on the north side. It's to ease the flow of traffic. So I use that pretty much also. But I'm taking Nacogdoches because they're working on a highway. So I'll be doing this for probably the next 2 weeks. Take this main city road. And Nacogdoches used to be the old road. There used to be an old Nacogdoches road, which was from San Antonio to Nacogdoches, Texas. And of course, they made improvements, and they call this the Nacogdoches Road. But if you ever decide to come down to Texas, there's some fantastic country roads where you see some beautiful wildlife, including snakes, lovely trees, beautiful birds. Less people. So I really never had a chance to do 1080p at 60 hertz. I could on other cameras, but I was more inclined to use the 4K, you know, because of the sharpness. But with 6K oversampled like they do on the Sonys, all right, to 4K, it's pretty good. I don't know about the 1080p, if that comes into effect, but when I was using a 1080p yesterday in shutter priority mode, it looked excellent, and the file was so small. So what I want to stress is, yes, it's nice to have 4K, but let's say for overheating issues and stuff, you may have to worry about that. So this is why I'm also trying this. So I don't believe there's an IPV light on this camera for recording. Just IPV, which is fine. The files are small anyway. So what amazes me about this camera, besides the weight and the portability and you know how small it is, it packs a good punch. I mean, it's taking great quality pictures. There was one the other night with the 50mm, but I think something was wrong. I don't think I had the lens on all the way, so I was getting a jello effect. Now this has no IBIS, just has you know, the IPP light, I think that's compression, okay? That's the file system for Canon. So I might be saying it wrong. I want to call it IPV light, but the reason why I say that is less file size. But I know for one thing, now I don't know about the 60 frames per second, if it should be a bigger file size. I think more than 30 frames per second, but I've had a lot of good luck. Now, when I was using the 35mm yesterday, f1.8, this is at f2.8, by the way. So maybe I should go to f8, but I can't tell. Okay. Guy's doing something. I think surveying or cleaning. He has his whole gear. Man, that was a short light, folks. I see a whole bunch of Ryder vans at the HEB, all parked. You know, I'm seeing more and more trucks having space at malls and strip malls and stuff for parking. I don't know if it's because people can't afford offices anymore and they just lease a space in a parking spot. I don't know, but I'm seeing more of it. So maybe it's more revenue for people that own the parking lot, but also might be for people that can't afford an office building. You know, it's hit really hard with the funding. Okay, you know what I'm going to put on. Yeah, I'm going to go back here. Camry. I've been looking at those. That's an older one, I think. I like the sports model. I don't know, with the black on top. And that might be a sunroof on top. That's what it is. But tinted windows. I used to have tinted windows, and then I keep bubbling up after so many years, and I decided to not do that anymore. Now, I've noticed that when I plug into the car, it does give power to the camera, right? But when you turn it on, the green light goes off. So I'm also experimenting to see if it stays on or it's like just with no USB-C plugged in.
Good morning. Will you be using your mobile app?
No, ma'am.
What can I get you?
Can I have a large Frappy Mocha?
Okay.
And that's it, thank you.
Go ahead and put forward, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so I got it in the shade. I got the air conditioning on, not the defroster. You know, that's weird. I don't know. I think it's on the outside, but you know, these windshield wipers do not last in this heat. Uh-oh, this guy, I think he has a nail in his tire. It looks okay. Might be a rock. See, when I see something silver, then I think it's a nail. But I like that Camry. That's a nice Camry. It's just, I think it's a sports model, but it's a sunroof. So I have a sunroof. It was nice at night. It was tinted, but it brings more sound in the car. And sometimes you have to fiddle and make sure that you have it closed all the way. They don't give you a warning on that on the car that I had. It had leather seats, heating, but it did not have any. See, that this is not the defroster. This is the inside air conditioning, and my windows are fogging up. What does that tell you? It's a 20-year-old car. Maybe I should have gotten some new windshield wipers. I mean, I just got them replaced about 6 months ago, so. I didn't notice that before, but they have huge water tanks behind the Verizon store. For this area. I don't know if it's for the neighborhood or for the whole, all the businesses.
Good morning. All right, Visa A. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you. All right. Good morning. Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you.
All right. Got my Frappy Mocha. I'm happy. Another day at work. So, my stepfather passed away in January. We had it in March, which was nice. Now I'll be going back in October. Boy, they filled it up to the rim. So, what I was trying to say, this is a 1080p, 60 hertz. Oh, wow. They had a Alzheimer's place, and they knocked out the building, so let's see what they're going to build. But there's a whole bunch of construction workers on there. They've been working pretty hard and heavy. Johnny Glass Company. And I saw that guy yesterday afternoon. He has his little cart that he can push around. Oh, get back on subject. So, the file size is smaller. The video quality is good. So why don't I just do 1080p? It's processed faster. Gets the message out. Well, what I'm trying to do is also to see if I'm running at 4K 60, will the overheat warning come up? So yesterday morning when I had it on the camera mode instead of the video mode, and I hit record. I had it not in servo autofocus, which I found out that I had just on one shot, you know, for the autofocus. So I put in the servo autofocus, and now it looks better. And that might have been causing problems with that 50mm that I had the other night. I didn't put up the video because it was giving me the jello effect. But I had it in the shutter priority mode. And then when I looked at it this morning, I says, you know, I had to reset it when I went into camera mode for the video settings, you know, to make sure it was 4K. And then when I looked at it on the autofocus, it was on one shot instead of servo. So I fixed that. So the video should be better. I've had no problems in 1080 high definition. And the heat warning light never comes on. And that was at, I think 1080p, 30 hertz. So this one is now at 60. I gotta leave a space if anybody wants to come through it. But I've noticed that there's more traffic this past week. So I think everybody's getting back to normality. They're bringing the Queen to Parliament. So people can view her coffin. Come on. Yep, you see a short light again. I'm not going to do the red light. So it's looking good, folks. So I've been cutting off the videos before I get on the main road to where I work. You don't need to see me parking or anything like that. So, but anyway, it's not too long. I only do about maybe 30-35 minutes at the most. If I add another video clip, it's with other cameras to merge with this. So last night I had the 4K footage at nighttime, and I talked a little bit of the things that, you know, with the camera and the picture quality and stuff. I like using the ZFC because of all the control dials on the top. Different, put in whatever mode I put it in, it works. Okay, automatic, it works, but it's a little bit heavier than this camera, and it does have a 35-minute time limit. This one does not, and that's why it seems like the cameras that you pick up the most turn out to be your favorites. So shout out to Luzaka. Peter Gregg says get the R7. It has 2 SD cards, better battery life, bigger screen, heavier, and for $800 more with the 18-150 is a good camera. If you want the best of the best, you know, you can get the XT4 with the little focus issues, but still, you know, all cameras have that. The other one is the two new ones out. So if you're video centric, all right, you can get the XH2S or the XH2. I did there. Well, I'm going to end this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Subscribe. Hit that notification bell or bell. And any questions, just write in the comment below. And please give me a like. So, as always, stay safe, keep smiling. Until next time, bye.